Most people consider buying a home one of the largest purchases they'll ever make in a lifetime. The process of buying a home can be a very complex and overwhelming experience, and it can sometimes be difficult to manage all of the emotions that follow, especially as a first-time buyer. You can simplify the process by planning ahead, educating yourself, and having a great realtor by your side. In this video, I'm going to explain each step of the buying process to help give you the advantage in a hot seller's market like Toronto. This is going to be a lot of information, and everything I'm about to tell you is essential in the home buying process. So make sure that you don't miss a step. Hi, my name is Chiasson, and I'm a Toronto realtor that works with eXp Realty, and I specialize in helping first-time buyers navigate crazy sellers markets like Toronto with in-depth education and preparation. And I would be more than happy to help you with any of your real estate needs. And please, if you see value in my channel, go ahead and smash on that like and subscribe button so you too can learn to dominate when it's your time to buy. The support means a lot, and the more people I can get in front of these videos, the more value I feel like I can provide. All right, let's get into it. Number one on the list is finding a realtor. I believe finding your realtor should be number one on the list. You may have learned elsewhere that speaking with a lender and getting pre-approved should always be step number one. But that's not always the best option. Most great realtors have trusted lender partners. They can ensure that you're in great hands when you're ready to get pre-qualified. So before you go and fill out a random form on a website, chat with your realtor first. Navigating a real estate purchase can be tricky. The internet continues to make it more and more possible to do a lot of the legwork yourself. But there is no substitute for an experienced professional, an expert negotiator that knows the market and is going to put you first, which will save you time, money, and a lot of headaches. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes of a real estate transaction, so it's in your best interest that you work with an agent that truly cares and has the experience to get you to your goals. Step number two is the buyer consultation. The buyer consultation gives your realtor the opportunity to learn what's important to you and your home buying goals, as well as all your wants, your needs, and your time frame. With this information, we can see which neighborhoods may be the best option for you. This conversation can happen in person, on the phone, over video chat, whatever you're comfortable with. If you haven't been in touch with a lender, this is a great opportunity to chat about recommendations. Which brings us into number three, talking to a lender. Even if you're a few months or a year away from your purchase, it is never too early to speak with a mortgage professional. Learning about the mortgage process, checking your credit, and learning what your buying power is today can help you get on the right path in the future. If there's any problems getting a mortgage today, this can be a great opportunity to learn what's infecting your application and work on improving it. You'll also learn how much of a down payment you'll be expected to save, as well as any programs or incentives that may help get you to your goals faster. Step number four is setting up your search. Once you get the green light from your lender, it is go time. At this point, you should have a clear idea of what you can afford and feel confident making difficult decisions with all the education and preparation leading up to this moment. Now it's time to set up your search. We're going to plug in all that information previously collected so we can narrow down all the active listings to just the ones that fit your criteria. This is going to save you a ton of time. You will be notified within seconds of a new home hitting the market. These alerts come from the MLS system, which is going to be more accurate than all of the home searching sites out there. Step number five is showings. Once you've found a few homes that you like, it's time to get out there and have a look. In a crazy market like Toronto, it is not uncommon for homes to sell in as little as first day that it hits the market. So it's important to check every status of every home prior to the visit to save time and emotional attachment. If it's already been sold or an offer has been received, we can strategize or move along to the next. Your schedule is also very important to consider. Since homes are moving so fast, you'll be in a much better position if you can get out there and view homes as soon as possible to avoid missing out on amazing opportunities. Step number six is the offer process. We will work together on crafting an offer that will stand out in a competitive market. We will run a detailed analysis on the home to determine the market value, which may come in below, above, or at list price. With this in mind, we can now determine the best price to offer on the home. In this market, it's more common for homes to sell above the list price, so it's important to have an offer strategy so that you can feel confident in every decision that we make. I will always reach out to the listing agent prior to creating an offer to build rapport and learn things that are important to the seller that may work in our favor. There are a lot of things that go into an offer beyond price, so this call can help us understand if there is anything special that may appeal to the seller. Step number 7 is negotiations. Once the offer has been submitted, negotiations will begin. When there are multiple offers on a home, negotiations become tricky, but they still do happen. This is why it's so important to have that conversation with the listing agent beforehand. Your offer could win for reasons beyond price, which I've had happen on multiple occasions. If you lose your offer, it is important to stay strong. I've seen properties with 50+ offers, and in these cases, it's typically the person with the deepest pockets that wins. Don't let this discourage you. From my experience, it is always the home that you win that you wanted the most. Just keep pushing forward. Sometimes it takes a few tries, and it always works out for the best in the end. Step number 8 is delivering deposits. If your offer is accepted, the deposit's gonna need to be delivered within 24 hours or herewith, which is an option to provide the deposit check with your offer. The deposit amount in Toronto is typically around 5% of the purchase price, but this can fluctuate from market to market. Typically, the higher the deposit equals the higher intent to close, and sellers love this. The deposit amount and instructions will be outlined in the offer and discussed prior to submitting your offer. This money needs to be available right away, so avoid holding money in accounts that may require a few days to transfer out. In most cases, your deposit will be held in trust by the listing brokerage and insured through your realtor. If anything goes wrong or you decide you want to back out from this offer, just be aware that this deposit could be on the line. This is why preparation and education is so important in the early stages, to prevent being put in challenging positions like this. Once the deposit is delivered, your realtor, lender, and lawyer will all start working towards closing your home. In this time, your mortgage application will be reviewed and finalized. The lawyer is going to make sure that your home is handed to you with clean title, and your realtor is going to oversee everything. Don't worry, you're going to have the opportunity to revisit this property a few more times to measure, take pictures, and the most important reason, our final walkthrough. In this time, we will make sure that everything in the home is delivered as promised and all mechanical items are operational. This brings us to our last step, the closing. This is the big day that you've been waiting for. Your lawyer is going to move the property title into your name once the purchase amount has been transferred to the seller. Once this is complete, the keys will be released and the home is all yours. The exact time that closing takes place is always different, but you can expect it to be done no later than 6 p.m. Well, there you have it, guys. From the outside, this may seem easy, but I promise you that your team is working hard behind the scenes to get you to closing. If you're watching this and you're thinking about buying a home, but you haven't decided on your realtor yet, I would be honored to help you with your search. If you want a copy of my new buyer training package, let me know in the comments with the word training, and I'll send that over in a flash. And please, if you see any value at all in my channel, go ahead and smash on that like and subscribe button so that you can learn how to dominate when it's your time to buy. You can also learn more about me and my personal life by following me on Instagram at Dan Chiasson Real Estate. Thanks for listening in, and I'll see you in the next video. And remember, when you work with Dan Chiasson Real Estate, you're almost home.